Hi, Leo. Welcome to your why reading. That jumped. Queen of Wands. It could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Interesting. Getting out there, getting after it. All kinds of change coming, and you're right in the middle of it. Welcome to your why reading. Hopefully, this will answer what your why is. Give you confirmation or insight. Everything else, shuffling, you need to know is in the description box below. And the recommend a reader shout outs go to Alchemy in You and Psychic Love Heals. Much love to them, and I will have their links in the description box below, and you can check them out. And hopefully you like what they have to say and you subscribe. All right. Leo, why? Why for Leo? Okay. Wow. The Lovers. So, making a choice here, deciding about somebody that you do have or have had at one time a connection with. Wonder what your why is about here. Okay, it's boobies. Do they feel like this has ended, or that you're at the crossroads? This is about making a choice. Are we going to continue as we are, or it's ended and this person is still heavily on your mind, and now the move forward begins without them? Or is this someone you really feel like you have it all with? Five of Wands, oh boy, Justice, the Star, Ten of Cups, and you can't see that. Three of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. All right, just trying to refocus it here. There we go. Okay. Oof. There's conflict and things, they feel like things are up in the air. I don't think, are they wanting a second chance? Is that what this is? They're wanting a second chance here. They've come back, and that's why you're like, I'm at the crossroads here, because this is someone I was either married to or in connected, committed partnership. But all right, what's this world about? What's this world about? Let's do this. So I can get some room here. What's this world about for Leo? What's this world about? Other than boobies. This is yeah. Okay, so this is about somebody coming back. And I feel like you're at the crossroads and you're like, oh no. Okay, what's this? All right. What's this Five of Wands about? Yeah, because and I feel like, okay, with this Five of Wands, I feel like this is them. There's a little bit of impatience here. It's funny because we got the Justice card. This could be Libra, by the way. This could be Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini, Taurus, or Libra. But I feel like there's some impatience and frustration here on their part. Very interesting. Okay, so what's the Five of Wands about? Like, are we doing this or what? What's going on? What, like, there's, yeah. Hey now, what's this Five of Wands about? Knight of Wands. Somebody wants to get and they want to know the answer. They want to, so I could, I could kind of see why. I could kind of see why there's this impatience there, because this is somebody wants to get a move on, but why? Why is there, what's this Justice about? Leo, what's this Justice about? Wow, King of Wands. That could be Sagittarius. So this is waiting for a decision from you. This is them waiting on a decision, and you just don't know. You're just thinking about You're thinking about it. What's this star about? I feel like they might be waiting for you to do the right thing. They're waiting on you. Huh. What's this star about? Eight of Pentacles. They feel like you need to work on something. They feel like you need to make the effort, that you're supposed to be the one doing the work here. And that's not a slam. That's not, judgment. But I think they're wanting a reconciliation, but at the same time they have some expectancies of you on your end. What's this Three of Swords about? What's this Three of Swords about? This is all about, yeah, I'm still showing up. I still want this, but it's like it's up to you to do the right thing, to work on something and do the right thing. And this is things coming to fruition over time. So while they might recognize that this might be a process to come back from, because you guys are here, right? The world, the ending. So they're making the offer. Or is it that they're letting you know, hey, I'm still here waiting. I'm sticking around. I'll wait till you get through this. But at the same time, there's this impatience here. What's this Three of Swords about? The Emperor. That could be Aries. Doesn't have to be. So this is lack of trustworthiness and stability and security in the relationship. This would suggest that something else was taking the focus. This could be, dealing with work, like somebody who's working too much, giving their attention to anything and everyone else except for you or them, either way. But this is about a lack of stability, being really sad about the loss of stability, of trustworthiness, of feeling like your somebody is not your somebody anymore. This is that kind of like that rug being pulled out from under the stability and what was, excuse me, like basically you could count on this person or this situation as being solid and stable. Now you cannot. It's like the death of a father figure, the death of wise counsel, the death of, I know that's pretty strong for Three of Swords to say death, but the ending or upset and the sadness that comes from a loss of stability, a loss of somebody you looked up to, that you trusted, that you held in high regard, that sort of thing. What's this Ten of Cups about for Leo? Oh, yeah. That's a Tower right there. I'll get to that in a minute. We have Scorpio right here. Two Scorpio cards. What's this Ace of Wands about? This Ace of Wands. Empress. Okay. So it feels like this is... Perhaps it's you. Now, mind you, the juxtaposition is gets a little wonky for me sometimes. But okay, here you are. You have this relationship on your mind, right? This person. And someone has made an offer quite possibly to reconcile. Because there has been an ending. But you're considering either you're the one that made the offer and you're waiting to hear from them, or they've made the offer and they're waiting to hear from you. There is conflict. This could be cheating in a relationship. This right here and this right here. This could have been cheating in a relationship. There's a lot of just, it feels like everything's up in the air. We have Five of Wands and the Tower card. And it's almost like everything's up in the air. Not sure what to do. There's conflict. Do I? Don't I? Do I make this offer or do I accept this offer? And I feel like they're waiting for you to make the right decision, to do the right thing, or you're waiting for them to do the right thing. But the funny thing is there's an offer here. There's impatience. And yet someone, I don't know. I feel like maybe this is someone that you're still with, even though there has been kind of an ending. Because you feel pretty strongly about them. They come back and they're wanting to do the right thing by you, but there's still a lot of things up in the air. There's a lack of trust and lack of stability. And we see that here at the Five of Wands and this right here. So Is it that someone just is not wanting to prioritize a relationship? Excuse me. Their needs were met. What's this 8 of Pentacles in this Star card amount? What's this? What's this amount? I don't know. I feel like they're trying to come back. They're wanting to do the right thing, but I think they like the effort. They like the project aspect of it. They like the challenge. Like, okay, I'm going to win this person back, or I'm not saying they're bad. But I feel like this is something that needs to be worked on over time. And I'm not sure the person has the stamina to do that. It almost is like, you know what? We need to be apart so that you can go work this stuff out and handle your business. And then maybe in the long term, you might be ready to come back and give that apology or give that explanation, or we'll be at a different place where the scales can be balanced and we'll be more suited for each other. But I feel like we have chaos here, lack of security here. And I feel like that's when this person might be at their best, is when things are in flux, when things are on the move, when there's not stability, when the dust has not settled. There's a certain energy to that I feel like this person might be in their element. As far as working things out long term, this is not a person's strength, their strength. They might say that they will and they want to, but it's difficult for them. And it looks like while they want to make the necessary changes that would be needed to repair things or to reunite, to reconcile, it's not their strength to do that. It's very hard for them to be stable and constant and consistent and to be settled down. Invariably, something's going to come up where they're going to get frustrated or feel like they fell short. And it's almost like that's a springboard to them taking off or leaving. Or what that right there is, I think, why there's this back and forth, why there's this chaos, why there's this struggle, there's this impatience. Because for someone like that, I think it's like the effort should mean more than the end product. You know what I mean? Like, well, I tried. And I think for some that should be enough, that they've tried, or that they even said they would try, rather than actually producing something with tangible results, with stability, with security that can be measured over time. This is someone that wants acknowledgement for the effort, and then that should be enough, and then things can resume to how they wanted it. All right, this is your call, if you will, Leo, to find somebody that can reciprocate. This obviously there's an ending here, and if you're considering making an offer for a second chance or considering accepting an offer, it's going to go back to the very reason why you broke up. It will resume stasis, if you will. It'll go back to that situation which tore you two apart, or which caused this instability and heartache right here. This is not your first time with this person with this issue. And this is someone that needs to be released to work on their own issues, as do you. And this is all about finding someone that can give what you give in a relationship. This is all about you being able to be taken care of and cared for in a relationship, as well as what you give. Trying to say all this as, well, just without any kind of inflammatory or, hyperbole and all that, because it's there. I'm just trying to curtail it because I... And it's hard because there's this right here. I mean, there's a history there, there's a past there, there's a love there, but it's just not You're not getting what you put into it. And I think this person believes that they have every intent that this time can be different, or I'm going to work on this, or they might mean it. But then there's also this impatience, because for the Leos that I'm reading for, it feels like, okay, well, we'll see over time. Like, there's this methodical calmness, whereas the person you're with, you know, a week later, they'll be like, okay, I've been good. Like, you know what I mean? I've done this. I've done everything you asked me to do. And it's like, wait a minute. I didn't ask you to do anything. The effort was on your part. And this should be self-driven. Do you know what I mean? Like, this should be something that they work on by themselves. This is self-driven. This should be their idea of what they want for their life. And yet a week later, it feels like, you know, or anytime really, but it feels like it would just eventually come back to around what you've asked them to do. They thought they were doing what you wanted. Now can I finally go do what I want? That sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? That's not a partnership vibe, Leo. Snapshot for Leo. Okay. We got the cross here, which is a very challenging, painful situation in a relationship. It's also the last card, so this would suggest that it's ran its course, much like the world here. It's just, and now it's kind of, what's that beeping? Oh, my phone's over here. Now it's kind of, this is where it's going to stay. This being the last card and being a card of challenge and painful times and just burdened and negative is where this will stay right now. This is it. This is the end of the line, so to speak. And that's where it's going to stay. And I don't read these upside down, so that's just a fluke. If it were upside down, if I were to read it upside down, which I don't, but if I were, this is about being set free from that situation. This is about being uncommitted. If I were to read this upside down, and basically unburdened. So you have a challenging, burdensome, painful situation that you have felt tied to in the past. Now is your time to be unburdened by that. All right. What else does Leo need to know? What else does Leo need to know? Getting my dice out because I got to use these more. Very few reversals, you know, I mean, I don't, so it's nice to have these because these offer a different perspective. Right. Leo. Knight of Swords reversed, Queen of Wands. Wow. Okay. This is kind of doubling down on that scattered energy, that kind of chaotic impatience, that just all of a sudden about face reversal, move, boom, moving forward. This is doubling down on that. It feels like this is scattered, kind of more intense than the Knight of Swords would be, like how it's just like, oh, let's go here, let's go do this, let's go do that. This is about, I don't want to say desperation, but it's got this real frantic quality to it. Huh. Hold on a minute. Let me get a card for confirmation, please. I mean, it could be this is like the complete, but this is independent anyway, so it's not like you've stopped your involvement with this person I mean, unless you have, like, out of, you know, feeling panicked or frantic, but I feel like this is a, you know what this feels like? Why don't I just say it, right? At the King of Wands here and the Queen of Wands. This, and the Knight of Wands. This feels like you are almost wanting to make up for lost time, or there's just this really sort of impatient, almost like close to panic, which is not, Leo, you're intense, but you're not panicked. You're pretty much always prepared. So this is interesting. It feels like a scramble to make something happen. It feels like a concerted, driven effort to make something happen. To really kind of pull magic out of thin air, or like the clock is ticking. That's what this feels like. What else for Leo? Now, if this is not you, it's the person. But whoever this is, there's a concerted effort for somebody to really be trying to pull a situation out of the drain at the last minute, like right before it's too far gone. There's that 11th hour solution type feeling. Yeah. Okay. There she is. Yep. 6 Six of Swords. All right, you have your orders. Six of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Empress. You need to transition out of this relationship or leave it lie if you already have, and something better is waiting for you. We've got the Ace of Wands with the Empress. It's time that you get back what you've given, and this is what's here waiting for you if you stay the course. If you continue to transition, if you continue to move, rely on your friends, keep moving forward, this is what's ahead for you. I do not think it is with this person right now. You probably already know that. Exes need to stay exes, right? Things could change over time. We have the Star here, but as far as them or you coming in with an offer for reunion, reconciliation, that's a hard swipe left, or that's a hard pass. That could be in the future if you so choose. I mean, that's at your discretion. But right now, you need to move towards something that gives you pleasure, a new beginning, joy, creativity, abundance, connectedness, something that will give you back what you have given away. It is time to reclaim what you've given away, or to find yourself in situations that you feel nurtured and supported, and you're treated with kindness, and there's reciprocity. That could be friends, that could be family, that could be a new passionate relationship. Feels like it's connected to work, just saying. Find and create your passion. All right, Leo. I hope this was helpful. Cat just came in the room. I hope that I see you in the next reading, and I wish you a safe passage with this. Honestly, it feels like you're at the crossroads here, and as much as you might want to, please consider what has brought you to this point, and consider all that has happened prior. This person's intention, however noble or good, doesn't seem to be lasting. It seems like there's still a lot for them to work on or clean up. Okay, all right. I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.